Let's take a quick look back before we look forward, because last season, at the end of last season, you had 2 off-season surgeries. It was the left wrist in May, the core muscle in June. Just how much did those injuries impact you last season?
I think they impacted me more so in the playoffs than anything. Never will ever use that as an excuse for, bad play or poor performance. But I think it did. But I'm glad I got the surgeries in the summer where I didn't miss any season time for it. So thankful to be 100% ready to go.
Excellent. That's really good to hear. And you're left-handed too, so you're feeling good, 100%?
Yes, 100%.
Awesome.
Doing great.
This offseason, we saw a lot of you, still basketball related, front and center for the Valkyries. How was that experience?
It was a blessing, definitely once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. I really love women's sports. There's so much you can learn from the game from them, just because the athleticism piece is very different from our game. And me not being that athletic, you learn a lot from players, both skill, IQ-wise, what they see, things they run from a team perspective that you can take and bring with you to the NBA. So to be there in our inaugural season and see them succeed the way they did, and overperform expectations from the outside world, was cool to be a part of.
Natalie Nakase, Coach of the Year. What do you notice about her coaching style?
Well, first of all, she deserved it. I don't think it was close. Leading the team to an above 500 record inaugural season, most wins in an inaugural season, first team to make the playoffs in inaugural season, being able to have an all-star, first-time all-star, Kerith and most improved player. With Veronica, I think it all speaks volumes to the coach, front office, and the leadership within that group. Yeah. But it was well deserved, and I know she likes to deflect and give credit to the other coaches, but she's the head of the snake when it comes to that. And I think her coaching style is really fun to watch. It's relentless. It's defensive minded, and I think we're able to be a top 5 defense this year. So it was pretty cool to see that too.
Did you realize you just said we right there?
Yeah, I mean, when you're at a game and you're there supporting them, you just feel like everyone's together as one. So I think that's what's special about it.
No, I got you. This is season 3 for you. Does it already feel like it's been a journey in your career?
I think it feels like I've been in the league for 6-7 years now. With the seasons being so long, you feel like you have multiple years within one. But I'm excited. Another chance, another opportunity to go for a championship with the guys.
Where's a place where you're feeling pretty happy with your game, and what's something you like to continue to work on?
I think I'm feeling great in all aspects of my game right now. Obviously, the season will tell me and dictate what I need to get better at. But from what I learned from the playoffs last year, where it really exposes what you need to work on, I think I'm at a great spot. I think I'm ready to go and really take another step forward in my development.
You started 10 out of 11 playoff games, and that was when you were bothered with an injury too. And you played in 64 regular season games last season, started 33 of them. Do you think, as you've grown up in the league, do you think you're making a case to be a starter?
Yeah, I think so. I think, selfishly, everybody wants to be a starter, but it comes down to what's best for the team and at that moment and in that game. So I think I work and prepare and do those things in the summer to showcase that I am a starter and that I belong and that I can be a household name for the Warriors. And that's always my goal and what I look forward to. But like I said, it's the team comes first. Whatever Steve and the group thinks is best, that's what we do. Yeah. And that's what I've been okay with.
Yeah. Well, it's impossible to be a starter unless you play well next to Steph Curry, which you do. What have you learned about playing next to Steph?
I think a lot of people make it more complicated than it is. It's very hard because it's a unique thing. He's a unique player that kind of runs around the floor, so it's a little bit unique. But once you get the hang of it, like anything, the more you do something, the easier it becomes. And so I think I've developed a great connection with him, with Jimmy, with Draymond. So I think I fit perfectly for that spot next to him. Obviously, like I said, it comes down to whatever they think too. Of course. So I'm just ready for whatever is presented and given my way.
All right, you mentioned Steph, Draymond, Jimmy. Those guys are mid-30s or late 30s, and you're just 22. What are you looking at and observing about how they maintain their bodies and stuff that you might want to incorporate to make sure you have a long career too? Yeah,
I've looked at both Steph and Jimmy in particular and how year after year they're able to play 65 plus games being at the age they are and doing it at the usage and high level they're able to do it at. Definitely have asked my fair share of questions to both of things in the off season, things in season they do to help them stay healthy. And I think another goal of mine is just to play, how can I play 75 plus games? Obviously, the first year I think it was 74, and this year it was in the 60s. So how can I try to get up to that 80 mark this year and be there present for all the games?
Why do you think Jimmy made such an impact the instant he came to the locker room last season?
I think it was important to have a guy that can score on his own one-on-one, but also has a pass-first mindset. And you don't really find that in the league when it comes to superstars. It's, I'm going to score until they stop me, and then when they bring two, I'm going to pass. I think Jimmy is a little bit the opposite. Like, he knows that he can score on anybody in the league, which is a good thing. But he also understands the value of role players and teammates. And so for him, he would rather see us succeed and have us have that confidence. That way in the playoffs, when it comes down to it, he knows he can get his buckets, but we have so much confidence that, like, we can contribute and play well too. So I think he understands the value of the other four players on the floor.
What do you think the impact will be having Jimmy now from the start of a season and a training camp, and having him, like, total picture for the season?
I think that's part of the reason why we have a very similar roster that we had last year, and we didn't make any big changes, because the optimism of the front office was, we had such success post All-Star break and in the playoffs with Jimmy. Now we have that for a full season. I think things look a little bit different in terms of not having to give it full go come end of the year, and we're able to rest those guys a little bit more for the playoffs to help prevent injury in the playoffs. And so I think that's the mindset and approach. Like, can we give it a full year, see what it is? And I think, at least from a player's perspective, I think, it's the best thing for us.
Yeah. There's some contract stuff for other guys, so I got to ask you about who's here. GP2. How important was it to have GP2 back? Yeah,
he's important. I think, one, because he plays so well with Steph. Two, his defensive ability being so versatile. But three, just the guy he is in the locker room. Similar to Loon, how he was, similar to Moses. They all bring something unique in terms of what they bring to make everyone come together as one. But I think having him around, you learn so much, and he doesn't require really the ball at all to do anything. He's just a team guy, and I think it's something you need on a team.
How does he perform outside of his size? He's 6'2".
Well, I think one, it's his mentality. I think he has a lot of the same physical abilities as his dad. Arms are really long, has good defensive instincts like his dad, and he takes pride in the defensive end, which is half the battle.
Yeah. All right, last one for you. Every player coming into training camp has to feel like our team can win a championship this season. How are you feeling about what it would take to win a championship this year?
I think we have enough. I think we're adequate enough to win a championship. We have guys that have been there, done it. Adding the new pieces that we have now with championship experience, I'm excited to be with them for a full season. And I think the big thing is our young guys are developed now. I think guys that are like me, Jonathan, Moses, Trace, all guys year 3, year 5 have taken and are going to take that next step in development and help the older guys out.